Walking is considered one of the simple but effective ways to exercise, especially for the elderly. Walking is one of the ways to help you exercise and improve your cardiovascular health. However, if you want to live long, do not walk at these 3 times. In today's video, the Elderly Health Channel will share with you and the audience the 3 times when we should not walk. As you know, walking brings many benefits to overall health, but that's not true. Walking always brings the benefits we often think, and there are times when walking will not be effective in the training process, but it will also be harmful to our health, especially for the elderly. In today's video, let's review to see if we are walking wrong at those times and which times are the times that are forbidden. Taboo should not walk. Then in today's video, Elderly Health will share with you about the time when it will not be beneficial for us to walk. And first of all, let's find out what the great benefits of walking properly are when we walk properly. It is not only one of the simple forms of exercise, but also brings many benefits to both physical and mental health. When we walk properly, we'll improve blood circulation and help our heart to be healthier and reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases such as high blood pressure or stroke. And especially when we are active, it will help increase muscle flexibility and stimulate the production of bone cells and thereby prevent bone and joint diseases such as osteoporosis and improve the health of our bones and joints very well. Besides that, walking is also one of the effective methods to reduce stress, improve mood, and increase alertness. Because when we walk, our body releases a hormone called serotonin, an ARUP, that will help us feel comfortable and happy. This is an important point for the elderly and young people who want to have a life as well as a better mood. Walking and exercising secretes these 2 hormones that will help us feel full of energy, feel a day full of joy and happiness. And when we exercise or walk, it will help a lot, especially for people who are stressed or have insomnia, because when we exercise like that, the hormone serotonin will convert into a hormone called melatonin in the evening to help us sleep better. Besides, walking properly also helps strengthen the immune system, promotes metabolism, and supports weight control. This heavy, if we maintain this habit every day, it will not only help our body to be healthy, but also lead to a better life expectancy, bringing a much better quality of life. So with such great benefits of walking, what important things do we need to pay attention to when walking, so that our walking really brings the best results and ensures safety for our health? You need to pay attention to some of the following points. First, we should warm up before walking and before starting to walk. You should spend a few minutes to gently warm up our body to help our body gradually get used to it, as well as the joints are warmed up, the muscles are warmed up, and from there, the risk of muscle strain will be reduced, or the injuries when we exercise walking. The warm-up movements are very simple. We can rotate these wrists and ankles. Like bending the knees, this knee bends to make our joints move better. Besides, we also rotate the hips to make our joints move and get used to the speed. And after we warm up like that, our exercise or our walking will also become easier. We warm up not only to make our body get used to the speed, but also increase this flexibility to help you feel more comfortable. During the process of walking, we can also stretch to withstand unfortunate injuries, and warming up is one of the very important factors, especially for the elderly, because our musculoskeletal system is at that age. Then it has weakened, so we warm up gently before we exercise is one of the necessary things that we have to do. And the second important factor that must be mentioned is the posture. We walk correctly, because when we walk correctly, it will bring health as well as bring benefits in the process. We walk. So how to walk correctly? Uncles and aunts, as well as you need to follow next. Walking correctly. First of all, we need to pay attention to the walking posture. The posture to walk is one of the very important factors, and it directly affects our health. So when walking, you need to pay attention to, that is to keep your back straight naturally, eyes looking forward, and creating balance at the same time, to avoid putting pressure on the spine. The shoulders, we should relax. This relaxed shoulder should not be tense because it will easily cause muscle fatigue. The second is our arms. Then gently follow the body and create momentum for our entire body to move, avoiding the situation of bending forward or falling backwards too much. Because this thing it not only reduces the effectiveness of our walking, but also causes pain in the neck. And a third thing to note is that we should walk at a suitable speed, because when we walk too fast or too slow, it is not good. And especially, you need to pay attention to maintain the speed that you feel comfortable. A moderate speed for you is one of the very important factors that will help our body maintain a stable heart rate, reduce the pressure on these bones and joints, as well as other unnecessary injuries when we walk at speeds that are not suitable for ourselves. And the ideal walking time is that we should walk for about 30 minutes to about 1 hour a day. But for the elderly, we should walk about 30 to 40 minutes is appropriate. Of course, the walking time will depend a lot on each person's physical strength as well as the current health of each person. We should choose something that is suitable for our health and should maintain at least about 30 minutes, which is suitable and very good for our health. Besides, one of the very important things is that we exercise. It must be regular. What does that mean every day? We only need to exercise for 30 minutes, and we exercise every day. And according to that recommendation, 30 minutes a day and a week, we should exercise at least 5 days. This is one of the very important factors because science has researched and proven that we should exercise for about 30 minutes a day, and about 5 days a week is appropriate. And the fourth important note that Tuan wants to tell you is that when we walk, we need to replenish enough water during the walking process. And during the walking process, we replenish enough water is one of the indispensable factors, especially for those who walk on hot sunny days or walk for a long time. We need to prepare to replenish water to suit our body. Therefore, before walking, you should drink a certain amount of water to provide enough moisture for the body, as well as provide water for our circulatory activities effectively. And during the walking process, you can also bring a small bottle of water for us to drink, small sips at a time. And should not drink too much at a time of walking, but we should replenish small amounts of water for our body to avoid the situation of dehydration. And a note is that when you guys walk or we walk, we should not drink too much water at the same time. Because when we drink so much water, the first feeling is that it's heavy in the stomach, and then it will cause a very uncomfortable situation. After that, we will cause a situation that will be uncomfortable during the exercise, and when we finish walking, you guys, and you need to pay attention, that we should replenish water to compensate for the amount of water that we lost during the exercise to help our body have enough water for us to function more effectively. And one of the very important parts that I want to continue to share with the elderly, or you guys who are watching the video today, is the time when we should not walk. And the following I have shared 3 times when we should pay attention not to walk. The first time is that we should not walk after a full meal, because walking right after a full meal, it seems good, but in fact, it can be harmful. For health, because after that meal, the body needs to focus blood and energy on the digestive system to do what to carry out the process of digesting the food that we have just eaten. If we walk right after we eat, the blood will definitely be diverted to our active muscles, such as the muscles of the arms and legs. So that will reduce the amount of blood supplied to the stomach, as well as the digestive system. And this will lead to that digestion is hindered and cause the condition of bloating and indigestion. And that can even cause stomach pain for a long time. For those reasons, to ensure that the digestive process takes place effectively and safely, you and your friends need to pay attention that we should only walk or exercise about 2 hours after we eat. Then we should exercise or walk, and the second time we should not walk is when the weather is hot, too hot or too cold. This is one of the factors that is also very important, because when we walk in harsh weather, like when it is too hot or too cold, it can seriously affect our health. And in the hot sunny hours from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., high temperatures can lead to dehydration, exhaustion, and even heat stroke. and this is especially dangerous for the elderly or people with medical conditions. I think no one should exercise at this time, but it is also one of the warnings. But the weather is too cold, especially at that time, is that we walk too early when the temperature outside is too low and the air is cold, especially in the winter. Can cause vasoconstriction and increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, and other respiratory health problems. Therefore, a warning is that the time we should exercise or walk in the morning is one of the very important factors, so that the uncles and aunts, especially those who have poor sleep, wake up very early, 3-4 a.m. Many uncles and aunts wake up at 5 or 4 o'clock and go to exercise. This is one of the factors that need to be paid attention to, especially in winter, so we should choose the time that is cool and suitable for us to exercise. For that morning time frame, we should exercise from 5 to 6 a.m. Of course, it depends on the weather of different seasons to choose the right time, and in the afternoon you can exercise. The time is from 6 to 7 p.m. Of course, in the summer, the time when it is still sunny at 6 o'clock, we also need to pay attention, but at the times when the temperature is suitable, then we can exercise appropriately. And the third time we should not walk is when our body is not healthy. If our body is in this state of fatigue, just recovered from illness, or we're sick with fever, or have serious bone and joint problems, then the fact that we try to exercise will make our body condition worse. That's why when we're sick with fever, or we're having health problems, then we need to take care of our health. We're healthier, then we should exercise. Because when we are sick or have fever, our immune system is working to fight against the illness. That at this time, exercise will make our body more tired. And if this condition persists, it will make our health recover more slowly. And similarly, when we have bone and joint diseases that are inflamed or have joint pain, and we walk more, it will increase the pressure on the damaged area and cause pain or more serious injury. And in these cases, rest is one of the very important factors. Besides, it is necessary to supplement nutrition, as well as have a care regimen for our body. To help our body recover health is one of the very important factors. After the body we have recovered health, then we will then exercise gently again. Like that, we see that walking will bring many health benefits, especially for the elderly. When we walk like that, it will also help the system. Our digestion works better, thereby preventing constipation, helping our cardiovascular system to function more effectively, thereby preventing cardiovascular diseases. If you are experiencing constipation or cardiovascular problems, you can contact your doctor, as well as the team of doctors and pharmacists who will support you to get the products, methods to help solve constipation or the risks of stroke, causing circulatory disorders or joint diseases. Hopefully, with this video, it will bring useful information and help you live healthier. If you find this video interesting, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel is one of the very important things to help you receive videos sooner, as well as have useful information to help you live healthy and know how to take care of your health and that of your family members. Hello, and see you again in the next videos.